Good morning, children. Very good morning. Good morning, all of you. Today we are going to start our session with grammar, that is of our verbs and how the phrasal verbs are being seen. So today you can see, and you can have already previously you know the term of these vocabulary words that are being known for you, and within that some of the words are to be known for you in a different topic that you can take it as into your phrasal verbs. Vocabulary phrasal verbs. And what are these vocabulary phrasal verbs? You can see with the following examples how these vocabulary and these phrasal verbs can be understood for you in having of the correct usage of the vocabulary in the following sentences. So for that also, before entering into the vocabulary of the phrasal verbs, you should have to know about the some of the sentences and how the sentences are being seen, and these sentences are how one after the other they are different in using of your examples that is being taken in the following sentences. With the following sentence of the first example, you should have to take children hold their parents. Children, you better have to see to look at the following sentences. Children hold their parents. Children hold their parents. Children hold their parents' hands while crossing the road. While crossing the road. Just you see the example, how the example is being understood for these. Children hold their parents. Children hold their parents' hands. So here, up to here one sentence is there, and they hold their parents' hands while crossing the road. While crossing the road. Then you see in one more sentence, when I called. When I called, he asked me to hold on to. When I called him, when I called he asked me to hold on. So for these two sentences, you see the following explanation of that. In the first sentence, you can see in the first sentence, hold. Here, hold. You underline the hold, and the hold, it means to grasp the hand of the father, or to grasp, or to take the support. To take the support. Children hold their parents. Children hold their parents. So for that the meaning of the hold is, and that hold is a verb. Hold is a verb, and the meaning of that is to grasp or to support. So support has to be collected from their parents. So with addition to the verb prepositions on, then you can see there in support, and in addition to the preposition of on in here, when I called, he asked me to hold on. So but with the addition of the preposition on, the meaning that completely changes, and you shall have the meaning of the complete sentences. You can see with the following examples of these things. So in the first sentence, you look at of these hold. To hold is a verb, and also hold is a verb and it means to grasp, and it also you can say to take the support of that one. And within the second sentence, with the addition of this one, when in the second sentence you see of this word hold on, this hold and this hold same, and the preposition it is there that completely changed. So you see here this is followed by the hold on, the preposition. It makes the changes in the complete meaning of the sentences when you see this and this. So with addition to the preposition, you can have to change the meaning of the two sentences that makes you in two different examples. So you should have to see the two different examples are being seen while you are going to see in two different sentences there. So those can be called as. Then you can have with the other two examples which may lie you in the having of knowing of these two different examples there. And what are they? That you can say the mirror broke into pieces. So this is one of the example. And the second one you can see with the my car broke down yesterday. My car broke down yesterday. So that you can analyze the sentences now and how they are being seen. So you can see here the mirror broke into pieces. My car broke down. So my car broke down yesterday. With addition to the adverb, down is there, and this down with the having of the adverb there, the verb broke acquires a complete different meaning. Here broke down is that is stopped working. So you can see this stopped working. So this broke down you can have with the addition of this adverb. With the addition of the adverb you can see what is the meaning of the word broke down. The word broke down you can give the supporting of the sentence as the my car broke down yesterday. For that meaning you can understand with the working of the car, that is it has been stopped for being some time. So with addition to of the verb down, the verb broke down yesterday you can say. And for that also then you can see with other more two examples where these sentences are differently seen there. And what are they? Again you shall see. You should always look before you leap. So you should always look before you leap. I look forward. I look forward. I look forward to meeting you. So here just you can see how the verbs are being taken. The meaning of the verb you can see what is its meaning. The meaning of the verb look is again gets into transformed. Look is again get into transformed. This look is again transformed with the addition of the adverb, that is forward. So that is forward there, and look is nothing but you can see the meaning. In the addition of the adverb, this forward and the preposition to, forward to is there, and that is to anticipate or to participate. So that you can say anticipate for this. Look forward to is anticipate. So that anticipate you can understand with the word of I look forward to meeting you. So you can take with the meaning of the verb look gets transformed into the verb of the adverb formed, and this forward and the preposition of this forward to is given as with the anticipate with the pleasure there. So this anticipate with the pleasure now you can take with the following of the exercises. You must always look before leap. You must always look before leap. You may look up phone book, or you may take up with your contact number. You may look up the phone book for the contact number. That phrasal verb plus adverb is the look up there. So in that sentence you see, you may look up the phone book for the contact number, or with that phrasal verb plus adverb. Look up is nothing but search or find for information. So for that one you say, you can also see, you may always, you may always, you may or you must always, you may take for this also. You may, you must always, you must always look before you leap. So you must always look before you leap, and you may look up the phone book. You may look up the phone book for the contact number. For the contact number. So here also look up is there, and look before that one also you can see, and also you can get, you may look up the phone book for the contact number. You can have the phrasal verb and with adverb look up for searching of the information, and these searching of the information may give the more and more information to look up the numbers which are being taken for you in the contact list. So these are the few examples, and someone is looking. You see this also, someone is looking. Someone is looking after his old parents. So here also you can understand the word with parents. Someone is looking after his parents, that one. I am looking. So here also you can see few examples of the phrasal verb preposition after. So looking after is the preposition, and take care of their parents there. So this is being added with the these are the things that are being added with the phrasal words, with the verbs, with the prepositions which are being taken. I am looking forward. I am looking forward. I am looking forward to meeting you. To So forward to here. So phrasal verb is there, verb plus adverb plus preposition. Look forward to is given as your anticipate with the pleasure. So that is again you can take with the anticipate with the pleasure there. You can see here phrasal verb plus verb plus these prepositions. All these can be added to this sentence. I am looking forward to meeting you, and that look forward to you is the preposition, and that are the things that you are going to meet you with the pleasure there. So these are again two more examples which are going to be taken with these phrasal verbs. Then lastly, after the analyzing of the sentences, you can come to know how these phrasal verb is being framed into a definition. So that definition you can add with now what are the words that are being added. So lastly you can come to the conclusion that thus phrasal verb is a phrase that consisting of a verb. So phrasal verb is a phrase that consisting of a verb then and a preposition. You can also say and a preposition, and you can also give what or an adverb. So you can take with this or an adverb with the preposition or an adverb or both you can put here. So those again together forms making into the verb form. So lastly you can give these phrasal verb is a verb phrase. So it is a verb phrase. Either it is going to be have with the preposition of a verb, adverb or both that functions as a verb there. So you can make it into the use of verb, preposition, verb or an adverb, making it into the usage of the preposition where it functions as a verb. So now you can have the definition clearly. Thus, phrasal verb is a phrase that consisting of a verb. So that should consist a verb and a preposition. So you should have to say there that should have a verb and that should have a preposition and an adverb or both verb and adverb which togetherly function as your verb there. That functioning of a verb can make as your idiomatic meanings. So they usually, these phrasal verbs may usually have with the meaning of idiomatic expressions. Idiomatic meanings. So these idiomatic meanings are the phrasal verbs that are going to be connective. They may not be, the meaning may not be obvious from the individual words that make up with the phrase. So that make up with the having of phrase. Phrase is nothing but a group of words, more than 2 or 3 words that make it into the understanding of these idiomatic expressions. So thus you can say that phrasal verb is a phrase consisting of a verb and a preposition or an adverb or both which togetherly functions as a verb. Then phrasal verbs usually use these idiomatic meanings, that is their meaning is not obvious from the individual words there. So their meaning is not to be taken from the individual words to make up the phrase there. So that phrase you can have to be understood from there. Now moreover you can see with the following examples that can be taken now. Moreover, the sample phrase may have different meanings and having of the different sentences. So you can see these are the phrasal verbs that are being added into the meanings of the idiomatic expressions that are being taken in the following examples. You may again verify with 2 or 3 examples so that you can have to be getting of the clear explanation of these phrasal verbs. My car broke down yesterday. Yesterday previously we have already seen. My car broke down yesterday. My car broke down yesterday. Then she broke down. She broke down when she failed in the test. Just go and just come and see ma what is happening. It has been stopped or nothing. Just come and see Kusha. She failed in the test. What I am saying, you are listening or not? I think you are not listening. Just come and see whether it has been stopped. Kusha. What I said, just come and see, I said either it is working or not. Okay. She broke down when she failed in the test. So that broke down is to become disheartened. So just you see here, distressed. Broke down here means distressed or upset. You can take any meaning for this because she failed in the test. So now you see what is going to be happen in this. Broke down is there, here broke down. This broke down is suddenly stopped, and this broke down, she failed in the test because she got less marks and she is having to become distressed or upset, or to lose control or her emotions of losing her examinations in there. So because of the meanings of these phrasal verbs that is unpredictable, we have to learn the meaning of understanding of the words in every context there. So in every context you should have to understand the meaning. So lastly you can see, because the meaning of the phrasal verbs may not be predictable, you can't give, they can be unpredictable, means you can have to learn that how the meaning is going to be given after the sentences. So you can see of the example of this broke down and this broke down, this has suddenly stopped and this has again been taken in the becoming of distressed or upset or feeling of lose of feeling of emotions in a state of distress. So that is why you should have to give the unpredictable words to the meaning of the sentences that are going to be taken in the context in a different way. So these are the few examples in which you are going to learn these vocabulary of the phrasal verbs in having of different sentences in the exercises that can be taken together. So we shall see with the few more examples of these phrasal verbs to be very clearly known for you as the vocabulary there. So we shall give with one more example. One, I dash but. I dash but no one. I dash but no one has seen. No one has seen my mobile. My mobile. So here you can fix the option as asked out, and one more is asked around. Asked around. So which one you can fix here now? I asked around, but no one has seen my mobile. So here you can put as asked around. I asked around, but no one has seen my mobile. So they are giving the answers this. Then similarly you can also take with one more example. My boss has dash, then the meeting because of heavy rain. So what is the phrasal verb you can put here? Called off is there and call back is there. What is the verbal phrase you can put here now? And my boss called off the meeting. Called off the meeting because of heavy rain. Okay? Then with another having of the example that you can see. We dash the bus. We dash the bus. When it reached our stop. So what is the word you can use? Got off, then got out. We got off the bus. We got off the bus when it reached our stop. Do not forget. Do not forget to take the room. Do not forget to take the room. Room keys. When you check in, check out. Check in, check out. So what is the answer? When you check in, check in. So this got off and this check in. You should have to see again. When you are going to see with these, do not forget to take the room keys when you check in. So lastly you can see this with one more sentence. She dash her father. She dash her father. Both love to read books. To read books. So what is the sentence you can put here? Take off. Take. Takes off. And takes after. So here she takes after her father. Both love to read books. Here, takes after. So you can have, these are the phrasal verbs of the exercises that can be being taken for this session. Similarly, you can have this with this one or two sentences again that can be seen. The administration want to. The administration. The administration wants to. Wants to. Wants to a change in the work culture. So the administration wants to bring about a change. Bring. Okay. Okay. So you can see the administration wants to bring about a change in the culture. So with all the following exercises, you should have to see the phrasal verbs of the examples. You can practice them and you can have with one more session. Thank you.